the I Ching. Section 2, the role of the Jiazi cycle in astronomical calendar chronology. In ancient China, not only was there a unique system for astronomy, but also the Jiazi technique in calendrical calculations was used to reflect the patterns of celestial activities. For the increase and decrease of specific things, simple numbers were used, while for abstract concepts, the Jiazi cycle was employed for chronology. Moreover, the heavenly stems were used to denote the days and to identify directions, referring to spatial orientations, establishing principles based on terrestrial environments. The earthly branches were used to record the earth, indicating time, the process of time, with celestial bodies as markers. The combined use of the heavenly stems and earthly branches represents the complex interaction between humans and celestial bodies. The Jiazi technique is grounded in both specific astronomical phenomena and mathematical principles, which is why the ancients used it as a symbol for unifying the chronology of astronomical measurements. Separately, they represent three major systems: heaven, earth, and humanity. Together, they merge into one unified whole. The Jiazi technique not only reflects phenomena but also serves in counting. The 10 heavenly stems and 12 earthly branches each have specific phenomena associated with them, acting as symbols for the unified measurement of the laws and degrees of the sun, moon, and stars. The 10 heavenly stems are divided into odd and even, and generative numbers. Jia, Bing, Wu, Geng, and Ren are odd numbers representing the celestial yang. Yi, Ding, Ji, Xin, and Gui are even numbers representing the terrestrial yin. Jia and Ji, Bing and Ding, Wu represent generative numbers. Yi, Geng, Xin, Ren, Gui represent completion numbers. East, south, west, north, plus the center, make up 5 directions. In the 10 heavenly stems, the number 5 is used, signifying laws established from the earth to measure the heavens. The use of 5 in the 10 numbers is an ancient astronomical half-surface calculation method, and it also aligns with the 5 elements. There are 2 systems for associating the 10 heavenly stems with the 5 elements. 1. According to the generative number sequence, Jia and Yi are associated with wood, Bing and Ding with fire, Wu and Ji with earth, Geng and Xin with metal, Ren and Gui with water. 2. According to the odd and even number sequence, earth governs Jia and Ji, metal governs Yi and Geng, water governs Bing and Xin, wood governs Ding and Ren, fire governs Wu and Gui. Regarding the concept of dun jia, it represents a special calculation method within the Jiazi system. 1. The heavenly stems Jia, Yi, Bing, Ding, Wu, Ji, Geng, Xin, Ren, and Gui are known as the 10 heavenly stems. The sun, moon, and stars travel across the sky, each following different orbits and cycles. Observers on the ground, based on their surroundings, divide their observations into 4 directions and the center, making 5 areas in total. These 5 directions are combined with the 5 elements, using the 10 heavenly stems for counting. There are many permutations and combinations of the 10 heavenly stems. 1. Odd and even combinations. Jia, Bing, Wu, Geng, Ren form the odd group, representing the celestial yang. Yi, Ding, Ji, Xin, Gui form the even group, representing the terrestrial yin. 2. Generative and completion combinations. Jia, Yi, Bing, Ding, Wu form the generative group, positive numbers. Ji, Geng, Xin, Ren, Gui form the completion group, negative numbers. These 2 groups represent the flow of energy in humans. 3. The combination of the 10 heavenly stems and the 5 elements in years of Jia and Ji, earth element governs. In years of Bing and Xin, water element governs. In years of Ding and Ren, wood element governs. In years of Wu and Gui, fire element governs. The 10 heavenly stems are arranged according to the generative numbers. Jia, Yi, Bing, Ding, and Wu represent the sun's path, belonging to yang. Ji, Gung, Xian, Ren, and Gui represent the moon's path, belonging to yin. The 5 elements, arranged in the order of generation, are paired with the 10 heavenly stems to record the degrees of the sun and moon's movements in the sky. Ancient astronomers observed the sun during the day and the moon at night, effectively conducting a hemispherical observation. Thus, Jia and Ji both represent the earth element, and Yi and Gung both represent the metal element. However, there are differences between the north and south, indicating distinct natures. Hence, Jia is not the same as Ji, and Yi is not the same as Gung, which is summarized by the term govern. 4. The coordination of the 10 heavenly stems with the 5 directions and 5 elements east, Jia and Yi represent wood, south, Bing and Ding represent fire, center, Wu and Ji represent earth, west, Gung and Xian represent metal, north, Ran and Gui represent water. This represents the coordination of the 10 heavenly stems with the 5 directions and 5 elements. The changes occur in a clockwise direction, and using the odd-even method, they are connected into a line, presenting a spiral-like forward progression. The 5 yang stems advance in a leftward spiral, resembling the horn of a ram, while the 5 yin stems advance in a rightward spiral. This is similar to the propagation method of seismic waves. 2. The earthly branches Zi, Chou, Yin, Mao, Chen, Si, Wu, Wei, Shen, Yu, Su, Hai are the 12 earthly branches. Ancient astronomers, observing celestial phenomena, found it difficult to discern the full cycle from a single position or moment. Therefore, based on geographical conditions, they established 12 standard positions, known as the 12 houses. The 12 houses represent the 12 solar terms where the sun and moon meet over the course of a year. These are the 12 times in a year when the sun and moon are directly opposite each other. There are also 12 times in a year when the sun and moon congregate together. These events are systematically chronicled. In ancient astronomy, the 12 earthly branches are divided into 2 groups, each with 4 types of permutations and combinations. 1. Odd and even combination Ziwu, Chouwei, Yinshen, Maoyu, Jinsu, Sihai. This combination uses the terrestrial plane as a boundary to demonstrate the celestial circle. Noon is represented by Wu, and its opposite, midnight, by Zi, to illustrate the correspondence between day and night. 2. Generative combinations aligned with the 5 elements Zi and Chou combine to represent earth, Yin and Hai combine for wood, Mao and Su combine for fire, Chen and Yu for metal, Si and Shen combine for water. This combination excludes the Wu and Wei houses, as the Wu house combines with the Zi house to form the celestial meridian, and the Wei house combines with the Chou house to form the terrestrial meridian, acting as axes of coordinates. This combination is used to find a starting point for chronicling celestial phenomena. 3. Coordination of heavenly stems and earthly branches. In some cases, the Zi and Wu houses are not used in the coordination of heavenly stems and earthly branches, as the 10 heavenly stems are used to record the days, and the daily movement does not require the demarcation of the Zi-Wu meridian. Jia, Yi, Bing, Ding, and Wu are paired with the Chou, Yin, Mao, Chen, and Si houses, representing yang and lesser aspects, placed below. Ji, Gung, Xian, Ren, and Gui are paired with the Wei, Shen, Yu, Su, and Hai houses, representing yin and greater aspects, placed above. The heavenly stems Jia and Ji symbolize earth and demarcate boundaries, Yi and Gung symbolize metal, and Bing and Xian symbolize water, belonging to the northern position of fate. Ding and Ren symbolize wood, and Wu and Gui symbolize fire, belonging to the southern position of fate. 4. The earthly branches combine 3 yin and 3 yang. The ancients used the 12 earthly branches to calculate the hemicycle of 3 yin and 3 yang. Sunrise represents Taiyang, the greater yang, midday represents Yangming, yang brightness, and sunset represents Xiaoyang, the lesser yang. For example, at Chen hour, Taiyang is visible, at Yu hour, Yangming is seen, at Shen hour, Xiaoyang is observed, at Wu hour, Taiyang is at the zenith. The moonrise represents Taiyin, the greater yin, the moon in the sky represents Xiaoyin, the lesser yin, and the moonset represents Juyin, the terminal yin. Midnight, corresponding to the Z hour, follows the trajectory of the sun by analogy. The 12 earthly branches are divided into segments for the combination of 3 yin and 3 yang. It is only necessary to remember the initial earthly branch of each segment. For example, the first and seventh segments are Chinsu, the second and eighth segments are Yumao, etc. This aligns the numeration of the sun and moon's movements with the Jiazi cycle. The first and seventh segments are associated with the Taiyang, greater yang, energy, and the second and eighth segments with the Yangming, yang brightness, energy, and so on. Additionally, when examining the yin and yang symbols in each segment, it is important not just to consider the first character but also the subsequent 4 characters. For example, after Chen come Si, Wu, Shen, etc. Indicating that while Taiyang is the dominant energy, other energies also coexist. First segment, Taiyang, Chen, Si, Wu, Wei, Shen. Second segment, Yangming, Yu, Su, Hai, Zi, Chou. Third segment, Xiaoyang, Yin, Mao, Chen, Si, Wu. Fourth segment, Taiyin, Wei, Shen, Yu, Su, Hai. Fifth segment, Xiaoyin, Zi, Chou, Yin, Mao, Chen. Sixth segment, Juyin, Si, Wu, Wei, Shen, Yu. Seventh segment, Taiyang, Su, Hai, Zi, Chou, Yin. Eighth segment, Yangming, Mao, Chen, Si, Wu, Wei. Ninth segment, Xiaoyang, Shen, Yu, Su, Hai, Zi. 10th segment, Taiyin, Chou, Yin, Mao, Chen, Si. 11th segment, Xiaoyin, Wu, Wei, Shen, Yu, Su. 12th segment, Juyin, Hai, Zi, Chou, Yin, Mao.